What is up, paisans? How's everyone going? How you doing? Coming up on Thanksgiving week. I said Thanksgiving weep. You can have a good cry while you're at it, but anyway, thank you. I got this from PGH Zombie. Leaving the house Saturday afternoon, it was there waiting for me. Hey, thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it. I'm just gonna cover up the information. Hope everyone's having a really good week. I've been to Pittsburgh. Spent about 2 or 3 days in Pittsburgh, summer of 1994. I was visiting a kid I knew that had moved out there to Warren, Ohio, and we made about the 3-hour drive. His relatives were having a family reunion at a fairground carnival in Pennsylvania. And man, it was so cool. I'd never been around that kind of community. I grew up outside of Los Angeles suburbs. I'd drive to school in the school bus, and I was driven to school in a school bus, and all the kids, they were listening to a radio station called Power 106, and their slogan these days is "Where Hip Hop Lives," but at that time, it was all kind of this dreary house music. It was sort of a precursor to like the LA Chicano rave kind of a sound, but I didn't get it. It really didn't sound like anything to me, but those kids were into it. If they weren't, listening to it on their headphones, it was playing on the school bus. So I started walking to school shortly after that. But at this carnival, walking around on big mega speakers, I'd hear Rob Zombie, White Zombie. I'd hear Megadeth. I'd hear Pantera, and I was surrounded some different people, and it was really cool. I remember while I was still over there at a mall, about what were kind of, in a lot of ways, still the definitive kind of rock compilations from that era. I got the Beavis and Butthead Experience and the Crow soundtrack, and I was on my way. The worst thing about Power 106 was on the dial, one channel up, you had the station K-Rock 106.7. We could have easily been listening to Kevin and Bean in the morning rather than the fabulous Baker Boys. Just a little bit of levity. So, yeah, I really like Pennsylvania. It was really cool to see all those metalheads, man. It was really appealing to me. And for once, I wasn't the tallest person around. Yeah. Would you add cinnamon once you've added the rum? Probably not. Oh man, that smells like Christmas. So, thank you, Josh. If I'm ever over there, I'm sure we'll go out and have a steak dinner. It'd just be you, your family, and the the guy who wants to break bread with some cool people. I'm sure it would be awesome. So I don't even know what part of Pennsylvania I was in. It was like, it couldn't have been more than 3 miles outside of Warren, Ohio. So here's to you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. First Naga of the year. Yeah. Okay. So now that the vital statistics are. You can't see that, can you? I can't even see that. My eyes. My eyes are shot like Ronnie Lott. Let me see. I might have to restart this if I could read this with these spectacles on. No, I think we're good. Okay. As good as that was, it was a little strong. Who's excited for the Sandman TV show? I know I am. I'm going to curb my enthusiasm after that Preacher show. But American Gods, that show is good. So there's a lot of chance that the Sandman show could be pretty good. I don't know. I just don't know. I wish I'd bought a Sandman 1 when you were picking up yours, PGH. I was like, nah, I'm good with my omnibus collection. I'm not gonna worry about floppies. That thing, it went up tenfold, and I was like, sure wish I had a copy of that Sandman book. All right. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway. Good deal, man. Yeah. Always. I don't even like to leave the tracking number on there because I figure someone could punch in that tracking number and still basically find out where stuff is going. Alright. I've only had one drink, so I think it's okay to use a blade. I don't go on Instagram much, but if I do, I check my messages because I have a couple of people who I communicate through Instagram with, and yeah, BJH reached out to me and he said, I'm gonna send you some stuff. Thought these books, Riggs, thought these books will look good in your collection. Have a great holiday season. PGH Zombie. That's pretty cool, man. He drew me some crazy cool font, a little face, some nice lettering. I like the G. I like how he broke out a lowercase g. PGH Zombie. It's a cool name. I always thought that was a cool sounding name. One of the first videos I saw, PGH was sharing his Walking Dead omnibus, like before I even had a channel, like 8 years ago. That's better. Before it was so rummy, I couldn't even taste the cream of the eggnog. Anyway, I'm sorry. 8 minutes in and I haven't showed a book. Rumpelstiltskin. He's a good man. So are you guys. All right. Okay. Thanks again, man. This is really considerate. I always imagined if I ever sent you anything, it was going to be art. And then I never did any art for so many people. I still owe Marvin 88 a Batman piece. I don't know why it doesn't happen. I just don't know. I think when I finish work, I leave with this invigorated feeling like, I own the night. The things I'll do. The night calls, creativity upon me. And then I get home, take my boots off, and I'm like, oh, I got a cold in my back. I can't even tell you. Okay, here we go. First book. I'm going to show the first book at the 10-minute mark. 2, 1. book. Red Room Free Comic Book Day. This looks really good to me. This reminds me of issue 1 before Piscor even signed with Kitchen Sink. And he didn't even have a title, and he was just pouring over every page, using fine nibbed pens and really, really laying in those textures. I was at the LCS. I was asking about it. I was thinking of maybe even getting the trade. And they said book 4 was the end of that initial story. And I thought, that sort of Tales from the Crypt story was the way they wrapped it up. But, you know, I guess it is kind of an outlaw comic, so that they really don't have to tie up any loose ends. But I'm sure they'll initiate more storytelling in the next miniseries. Now, when he told me about this, I got elated because I don't have these, and I've been all about Joseph Michael Lisner lately. Dawn Vampirella issue 1. Beautiful. I bought one of these. I'll show you which one if it's in here. I bought one from Lone Star Comics, low grade. And it happened to be one of the times when by low grade, Lone Star Comics meant water damage. They never specify. It's always a whatever photo they use is just like a stock picture of the book, not actual book. So I thought, okay, low grade, it's gonna have spine ticks, maybe the back cover, the lower side is folded over. But water damage, I want to know about that. So this copy looks nice. Dynamite issue 1. Makes me thirsty. Oh, I love it. Oh, how I love thee. Yes. I've never even seen this cover. Man, thank you. This is... I walked into the LCS the other day, and Funky's like, hey man, what's your genre? Like, he's like, do you like mystery comics? Do you like superheroes? And I'm like, big titty covers? Is that a genre? No, I'm sorry. I didn't say that. But I drew a blank. Like, I don't know what to say. I mean, you guys see what I buy. You see the level of class at which I carry myself in. And it was cool, though. I said if I do buy mysteries, it would have been like Frank Miller's Sin City. And he's like, well, if you like mysteries, I got a book for you. I'm like, oh, what's it called? And he's like, A House by the Lake. I'm like, oh, you've been recommending that to people? And he's like, yeah, but I'm a little sad. People haven't been liking it. I'm like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah, when I recommend the book to someone, they come back in after having read it and they'll say, I liked it more the first time when it was called Something is Killing the Children. And I was like, oh, all right, Funky, I'll give it a shot. And he's like, great, can we get you the run? And I'm like, yeah, you sold me on them. And he's like, okay, we have issue 1 through 4. Issue 1's the second print. We're out of 5, and we can get you a 6 next week. And I'm like, you set me up to fail on that one, Funky. Anyway, but I'm happy because this is the one I bought from Lone Star. This one, I hope it's a water stain. Issue 3. When I saw this cover, man, I was elated. I wish I could go back in time and give this book to a 14-year-old Rig sitting on a school bus listening to Power 106 with the fabulous Baker Bros and just present this to my younger self and say, here you go, kid. You got something to look forward to when you get home. Man, oh man. Good textures on the knees. How does he do it? I don't know what to say. They're so beautiful. They're so beautiful, man. Usually when I see Vampirella with a redhead, it's Sonia in stitches, but Dawn, that's Endgame right there. That's There Goes the Night. 2014. God, I better put Not for Kids on this video. This is serious. This is serious, man. Seriously. Carnal activity. Oh, sorry. Thought I was dabbing my forehead. Okay. There's more. Oh no. Oh, I just saw the last book. I'm in trouble. Oh, Dawn, Vampirella. Dude, I didn't even know there were 5. And these are really nice bag and boards. You didn't even have to break out the jot tape. Mother have mercy. Thanks, man. You know, we all have our wheelhouse. This just happens to be my area of concentration. And then this one right here. In a Mylar. Wow. Wow. I don't think I have this. This is great, man. You sold out so quick. Vampirella 77. I shot a video of my Vampirella, Zombie Tramp. I went from V to Z. 77, that's a nice number. Zombie Tramp 77, Michael McComb Risk cover. Wow. $4.99 cover. Mylar. Happy flap. That is no joke. That is. You're a class act, PGH. From one gentleman to another, I'm happy to know you, and I'm flattered as all hell you would send me such nice books. I mean, a nice little memento signature. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna keep it under 20 minutes. I think I've had enough to drink and non-alcoholic. Happy holidays, guys. So I'm gonna have a lot of videos preloaded. I wanted to kind of chill out for the holidays, but I got probably a video every 2 weeks coming up through to the new year. So if you don't mind watching something recorded before the fact, I'll have some content if you want to chill out with me. Leave me a nice comment. Always makes my day. BGH, thank you, brother. I like your community. I like your style. I like your videos. I like Two from the Tomb. The whole thing, man. All right, my friend. Thank you again. Thank you for going to the post office, for the mailer, for the shipping, for the Mylar, dude. It's all every bit of the effort. I acknowledge, I accept, and I'm really happy, man. Thank you. And you know me, those books. I mean, it's kind of a snuff book, but hey, you know they are all kind of in the same vein. I've seen the chats in this book, and the people who watch these atrocities, they get as much out of that as I get out of this. You know, to each their own. Whatever. I'm gonna label these up. I'm gonna label them from PGH to Mr. Riggs Collection 2021. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Happy holidays, guys.